The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School basketball starts now.
Eighth Region boys basketball on tap tonight as we get you set for the 6-1 Walton-Verona Bearcats as they get set to take on the 4-3 North Oldham Mustangs. Hello and welcome here into North Oldham High School. Justin Kalin along former head coach Gary Forrest. Coach, looking forward to another good game tonight. Could see some run and gun type offense here in this one.
It has everything that we have anticipated when we saw this one on the schedule. You know, North, defending regional champion, almost everybody back. They've got guards, they've got big guys, and it's sort of an unknown team from far to the north, and that's Walton-Verona. The Bearcats, just added to the 8th region about 8 years ago, are kind of an unknown commodity and don't have a lot of great size, but the thing that's sticks out is they're scoring a lot of points.
Absolutely. That is the number one thing to look at and think about when talking about this Walton-Verona team. They have scored 83-plus points in 6 of their 7 games this season. My goodness, that scoring.
Well, not only that, in 2 games, over 100.
Over 100, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as the season goes on and teams get into playing shape and stuff, you see these things materializing, but usually not this soon.
Yeah, and for North Oldham, as you said, brought back almost every starter from last season. Actually did bring back every starter, as Dallas Roberts still at the forefront of the offense for the Mustangs. He's kind of dealt with some injury/illness type situations the past couple weeks, but back tonight, will play. That's good news for North Oldham.
Very much so. They held him out a game last week, kind of dinged up an ankle against Cal, and they held him out one game, and then it was full steam ahead on Saturday and Sunday. And then they had a bit of a bout with the flu, a couple of their players, particularly Jack Scales. You know, so it's always something this time of the year.
Yeah, it seems like everything is good to go now, though, as we get set for what should be an extremely fun game here tonight. We'll go ahead and step aside for a break. We will come back with an interview with head coach Mike Hester in his 4th season as head coach of the Walton-Verona Bearcats. Stick with us. You're watching 8th Region boys basketball on Glycod.
Your car's been damaged, regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a special $99 HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We are fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
Broken, outdated electronics harm the environment when disposed with regular trash. That's why Oldham County Solid Waste is sponsoring an electronics collection event on Saturday, April 15th, 2023 from 9 a.m. to noon at Oldham County High School student parking lot. It's the perfect time to properly dispose of tube and projection-style televisions, computers, smartphones, or other gadgets that you may no longer need. No restrictions on devices. Every bit helps. A message from Oldham County Solid Waste.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today. If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service in Crestwood, making your life easier with quality products and quality service.
Gary Forrest coming to you live from North Oldham High School, where tonight, 8th Region Basketball brought to you by Glycod. Tonight, it's the Mustangs of North Oldham play host to the Bearcats of Walton-Verona. I'm here with Mike Hester, head coach for the Bearcats, who I had the pleasure of coaching against in high school. And fortunate for us and not for him, he had a bad leg half of his career and probably helped us maybe win a regional tournament. Mike, you started off really well, high scoring bunch. You're the talk of the 8th region. They're like, are they really that good?
Yeah, we can definitely score. I'll say that. Obviously, we got to fine-tune some things on the defensive side of the basketball. But at the end of the day, we want to try to create as many possessions as possible for us. We're not a great rebounding team. I think we have really good shooters. We're kind of in a slump shooting-wise these last couple games. But we got great shooters, and the best way to get out of a slump is to continue to shoot. And that's what we do. So hopefully, tonight we shoot the ball a little bit better than we have these last couple games, and we'll see what happens.
Coach, you speak with the typical score mentality. And I remember you in high school, there wasn't a shot you didn't like, and you made a lot of teams pay for that. Coach, keys for your success tonight against this North Oldham bunch, they're pretty good. They've got size inside. Almost all their kids back from last year's regional championship.
Yeah, they're a really good team. Obviously, preseason #1 in our region. But our big things tonight, we got to match the physicality. Higdon and Anderson, they're tough. They're tough for us. Obviously, we don't have much size, so we got to match that physicality. And then we also, I know Dallas isn't 100% right now, but I think he's going to play tonight, and we got to do our best job to keep him out of the paint and make it as tough as possible on him as we can. And then back to we got to make shots. If we ain't making shots, we're not very good if we're not making shots.
Well, never one to be looking ahead, though, but I know North this weekend opens up in the King of the Bluegrass, so, maybe it's a scenario where, as kids will be sometimes, they look ahead, and I don't think you're going to sneak up on them too much. I think Coach Levich respects you guys too much. He knows you can score, and, they play a variety of different styles. They'll play fast, they'll play slow, they'll play inside, they'll play outside. They really do have a nice team to watch.
Yeah, they do. Me and Levich have a pretty good relationship. Me and him kind of, bantered back and forth all week, trying to get the inside info on if, Roberts is going to play, yada, yada, yada. But, yeah, I do. I think he respects us. I think he knows what we're capable of doing, and obviously we respect them, and we know what they're capable of doing and what they did last year. And, last year at home, we had a tight game with them. They were minus scales last year at home, but they gave us a little payback in the regional tournament where they left a little sour taste in our mouth. So, not necessarily saying it's a revenge game, but we're definitely this is one that we definitely had circled, and we were ready to go.
You've heard it from Coach Mike Hester, head coach of the Walton-Verona Bearcats, where tonight they travel down 71 to play the host, North Oldham Mustangs. This is Gary Forrest for Glycod.com Sports.
Range Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that could put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
And back here at North Oldham High School as we continue to get you set for 8th Region boys basketball tonight. Justin Kalin alongside Gary Forrest as we got to get to tonight's keys to the game. Of course, presented by Watts Home Center in LaGrange. Design that feels like home. Coach, let's start with the visiting Walton-Verona Bearcats. Couple keys to the game for them tonight.
Well, you don't average 80 points if A, you don't shoot it well, and B, you don't shoot it a lot. So one of the things that Walton's going to want to do is play up tempo. They're going to shoot lots of threes. You know, their adage is, if I'm open, I get to shoot it. They're going to try to bait North into playing fast as well. That's the tempo that Walton-Verona looks for, because they're going to have to do something to offset the size factor that North has.
How about on the other side for the home team? Couple keys to the game for them tonight.
Well, if you're North, you know, you've got strong guard play, and you want the guard play to dictate the flow that you want. And you've got a very much big size factor inside. So you want to feed those big ones inside. Make them pay the price.
Absolutely, as there is a look at your keys to the game presented by Watts Home Center in LaGrange. We'll go ahead and step aside for another break here. We will come back on the other side, and we will hear from North Oldham head coach David Levich in his 5th season with the Mustangs. Stick with us. You're watching 8th Region boys basketball right here on Glycod.
Your car's been damaged, regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Broken, outdated electronics harm the environment when disposed with regular trash. That's why Oldham County Solid Waste is sponsoring an electronics collection event on Saturday, April 15th, 2023 from 9 a.m. to noon at Oldham County High School's student parking lot. It's the perfect time to properly dispose of tube and projection-style televisions, computers, smartphones, or other gadgets that you may no longer need. No restrictions on devices. Every bit helps. A message from Oldham County Solid Waste.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
This is Gary Forrest coming to you live from North Oldham High School, where tonight the Mustangs play host to the Walton-Verona Bearcats, who just this weekend put up 106 points, Coach.
Yeah, they're a very dynamic team on offense. They're not one of those teams that going to hold the ball very long. They're really trying to get up shots and win with possessions, and they get it out quick on misses or makes, and they just go. If you give them a space, they shoot it. They're throwing it up, and they make, obviously, I think they've scored over 100 now twice, which is crazy for a high school team, 7 games in, but they're a really talented offensive team.
Well, Coach, you've got a good team, and I'm sure you've got some kids licking their chops. They like to shoot it quick, too, but keys for you to be successful tonight against this bunch?
Yeah, we're just going to have to contain the ball one-on-one, because they really try to get in the lane and make you help and hit for the spot up three. So as long as we can contain the ball, know where their shooters are, and then obviously we have a huge size advantage with with Ian and Luke. So we're going to really try to throw the ball inside, and hopefully that Ian, who's averaging like 11 rebounds a game, I think now, Ian and Luke can continue to dominate the glass.
Well, you mentioned Ian and Luke, both thought to be two of the best big kids in this region. They really don't have anybody that can stop them, do they?
No, I mean Ian has been unbelievable this season. We've been playing top-notch competition from out of state, and he's been so good for us the whole year. And Luke's just kind of been his stable self: 10 points, 9 rebounds, 3 or 4 blocks, and Luke's really important for our defense because he's such a good rim protector. But Ian has been offensively, he's been much better this year, and then rebounding, his effort and everything is just carried on from last year.
Well, Coach, I know this time of year you start to see maybe illnesses, sickness. I know last week you had a couple of your guards were out. They back tonight?
Yeah, everybody is back tonight. The flu, hopefully the flu is past our team, but we had a couple Dallas and Scales out some games last week. But yeah, everybody's back for tonight.
Building on your depth, I know we talked about that a little here earlier before we got on the air, Coach. Trying to get a few more bodies and stuff.
Yeah, we have a really good first 7. we're just trying to figure out who that 8th guy is. And like I said, it could be a different person each game depending on who we play. But I would like to have a set 8 guys that I can really count on, and then you never know who the 9th could be. But yeah, right now we're 7. I should say 7D, but I can really have a 7-man rotation, and the 8th person is just kind of up in the air at this point.
Well, we're talking with Coach David Levich from North Oldham High School, where tonight his Mustangs play host to the Walton-Verona Bearcats. Verona coming in at 7-1. Coach, a formidable opponent. Love to shoot it, average a lot of points.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a good test for us because there's a lot of teams in our region that play like this. You have Spencer County, and then you have South Oldham, who's in our district as well, that we have to play, obviously, the game that really means something. So it's a good game for us to get back on track. There shouldn't be a lack of offense tonight. It's just as long as we can contain the ball and continue to play good defense, we should be in good shape, and it should be a fun game for all the crowd.
Well, you heard it from Coach Dave Levis here at North Oldham, where tonight, Glycod.com carries the game against the Bearcats from Walton-Verona. Game time start, 7:15. This is Gary Forrest for Glycod.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
And welcome back here to North Oldham High School as we get you set for your starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Crestwood State Farm agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We'll start first for Walton-Verona. They will start Max Montgomery, a 5'10 junior, Landon Bach, a 5'11 junior, Carter Croman, a 6'1 senior, averaging 18.4 points per game as he paces the Bearcats. Julian Dixon not far behind him. He'll get the start as well. A 6'1 junior, 18 points per game. And Aaron Gutman will be the final starter, a 6'6 sophomore for the Bearcats. For North Oldham, it'll be a lot of names that you've heard before on these Glycod broadcasts. Dallas Roberts, the 6'1 senior, leading the team with 19 points per game. Ian Higdon, the 6'7 senior. You've got Grant Neal, the 6'2 junior. Jack Scales, the 6'4 senior, and Luke Anderson, the 6'8 senior. There are your starting lineups, of course, brought to you by Crestwood State Farm agent Leslie Gilly. We'll go ahead and step aside for a break here. We will come back on the other side with your opening tip-off here tonight. Stick with us. You're watching 8th Region Boys Basketball right here on Glycod.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wood one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
If your car's been damaged, regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people.
From Glycod, it's Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball. Roy's Body Shop in LaGrange. Collision repair for the people. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service in Crestwood, making your life easier with quality products and quality service. Watts Home Center, design that feels like home. Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable. LaGrange Service Center, quality car care since 1964. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. And by Mortensen Family Dental. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
And back here at North Oldham High School as we are just moments away now from our opening tip-off, 8th Region Boys Basketball presented by Roy's Body Shop. Justin Galen alongside Gary Forrest. As the Walton-Verona starters have been announced, the North Oldham starters being announced now, as Walton-Verona will be in the navy blue uniforms, white trim and numerals on those jerseys. North Oldham will be in their home white uniforms with the blue stripe down the side, blue letters and numerals as well. As the final one off the bench, Luke Anderson for North Oldham. And Coach, getting set for what should be a fun night of varsity basketball here.
Very much so, Justin. Contrasting styles. North, very flexible inside and out. Good, solid defensive team. With Walton, you got a team that it's like they're playing with a hot basketball. They're not going to hold it long. It's going up.
Watch the hot potato passing tonight for Walton-Verona and shooting for that matter for North Oldham. See what they're able to do with all these returning guys. As both teams now are on the floor in the center circle, as it's going to be Aaron Gutman jumping it off with Ian Higdon. 6'7" Ian Higdon with an advantage, but it's going to be first ball for Walton-Verona as Gutman's able to win the tip. And here we go with Landon Bach. Quickly into the offense, just as you mentioned, Coach. Gets it into the corner to Croman. Croman out top now to Montgomery. He'll get all the way to the basket and gets the friendly roll.
Basket by Max Montgomery.
Averaging 12 points a game is Max Montgomery. There's the first 2 of the night here. Now North Oldham in possession for their first time here tonight. That's Grant Neal driving inside, and he's going to score. Looking like his sister Riley on that drive.
Neal, hard drive, slashing to the basket for an easy bucket.
Walton-Verona back in their offense now, tied up at 2 apiece. Montgomery going to try to stay aggressive and get to the basket, but he's going to have it knocked out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by Neal.
Right now, Walton-Verona open post offense. Going to dribble drive, look to kick back to the wings if you help.
Montgomery, the inbound man here as he gets it in for Dixon. Dixon going to dribble out towards the middle of the floor here. Going to look to drive on his man. That's Higdon guarding him as he kicks it out. Good look at 3. That's going to be missed and rebounded inside by Anderson. Now Roberts, he'll fire up a quick 3. Can't get it to drop, but Anderson on the offensive rebound and stick back, and we have certainly seen him do his fair share of that over the years. Now the Bearcats back on offense. Driving inside with it, Bach can't find any room as he leaves it out. Now Montgomery loses it on his way in. Ball's going to carry him out of bounds, and they're going to say last touch by North Oldham.
You know, Justin, much like the Shelby County team we saw last week against North, don't have great size inside, so they're playing open post, look to dribble, penetrate.
Now inbounding from the sideline, getting it in for Montgomery. He tries to spin towards the basket, kicks it out. Dixon's 3 as he's going to miss. Rebounded inside by Higdon. Quickly, here come North Oldham. Roberts going to leave it out for Higdon. Higdon spins inside, and they're going to whistle him for a travel that time. He was able to get to the basket and make it. Thought it might have been a 3-point opportunity, but just shuffled his feet.
Right now, North trying to use that size advantage to their benefit. Hard post-up move by Higdon. Made the bucket, but got called for the walk.
North Oldham leading 4-2. As the Bearcats of Walton-Verona back in their offense here. Gutman tries to drive inside. His shot's going to come off the side of the rim. North Oldham's done a nice job thus far rebounding the basketball, but then they turn it over on the other end.
4 rebounds already for the Mustangs, a 0 for Walton-Verona.
That's how you can stay in control of a game, no doubt about it. We're under 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. North Oldham 4, Walton-Verona 2. Dixon's going to leave it off for Montgomery. Tries to drive to his right on Neal. Now he's going to lay it off for Croman. Croman's going to back it off. Great defense there by Neal as he got switched on to Croman, and his shot's going to miss. Luke Anderson coming up with yet another rebound. Luke Anderson, by the way, averaging close to 7 rebounds a game. So no surprise that he's on the boards here in the early going of this one. 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Roberts going to get another good look at 3 this time. He makes it count. Only needs 105, well now 102 more points to catch his coach for most points scored in program history, and a quick run out as Higdon is going to get a layup here, and North Oldham a quick start of 9-2, just over 3 minutes through this first quarter. We'll step aside for a break here. We'll come back on the other side with more 8th Region boys basketball.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
And back here at North Oldham, quick start for the Mustangs as they lead 9-2, forcing an early Walton-Verona timeout. Out of the timeout, we'll see what the Bearcats are able to do. And not much as they're going to turn it over as coming down is Scales, lays it off for Neal. And we're going to get a blocking call. One of the hardest calls in sports, one of the most inconsistent calls in sports, Coach.
Very much so. Right after the timeout, North with a little defensive change caught Walton-Verona maybe back on their heels. They went 1-2-2. Walton turned it over. North easy drive to the basket, got a foul.
North Oldham was still their starters in the game as Roberts going to fire another three. Not going to connect on that one as he's now 1 for 3 shooting on the night. Driving inside with it are the Bearcats. Good spin move there by Gutman as he gets all the way to the bucket, and he's going to be fouled by Anderson. Anderson kind of left out in no man's land trying to defend him that time.
Gutman, about 6'5", sophomore. Nice little baseline pivot.
2 double-doubles on the season for Gutman. Averaging 16.3 points per game. Just over 6 rebounds a game as Montgomery going to get a good look at 3, and he's able to knock it down, his 5th point of the night.
Well, there's that dribble penetrate, kick to the open man outside when the defense helps.
Makes it a 9-5 game now as Anderson with a wide open path to the bucket, and he takes advantage of it for his 2nd bucket of the night.
Anderson blows by the sophomore, says, you know, if you do that, I can do it as well.
Now Montgomery going to try to answer on the other end as he gets inside, throws up a wild one, and that didn't get anywhere close to the rim as it floats out of bounds.
Montgomery begging for the call on that one, but got a little out of control, and Higdon Smart used his size, backed off of him, and Mustangs with the ball.
They're up by 6, 11-5 here in the early going. As that's Roberts with the ball in his hands now. Looks to pass it to his left for Scales, goes down low for Higdon. He lays it off for Anderson, who bullies his way inside, but he's going to be whistled for a travel.
North did a good job working the high-low there. Higdon with the ball on the block, hit a dropping Anderson, and Anderson shuffled his feet.
Now on the other end come the Bearcats as we're going to get a whistle as that play just barely got started. Jack Scales going to be whistled for the foul, just his 1st foul of the night. 2nd team foul on the Mustangs. Now nearly inbounded, and they're going to say last touch by the Bearcats. Great job there by Neal getting into the passing lane, making life difficult.
Thought the Mustangs might have got a break then, but so be it. The officials saw it that away, and North will have possession.
Roberts crosses the timeline. Here's Higdon with it on top of the key. Floats it over top for Anderson. Gets it back now for Scales. Scales going to try the elbow jumper, and he's got it. His 1st points of the night.
Well, we've seen Scales before, and you don't want to let him get going because when he does, he's an excellent shooter.
And speaking of excellent, how about excellent block there by Anderson as he sends it away now up to Scales, and back-to-back buckets for Scales. All 5 North Oldham starters have scored already in this contest.
Well, there's the balance we talked about in the pregame.
Now Montgomery trying to drive baseline, and he will finish down low. His 3rd basket of the night. He's got 7 points now.
Montgomery built very stocky and strong, used that size to get inside.
Here's Anderson backing down his man. Leaves it out for Neal. He'll float it over the top, and another bucket. Neal's got 4 points on the night. North Oldham looking really good here in the early going of this one. 17-7 they lead with 2 minutes left in the 1st quarter as Montgomery's 3 is long. Dixon will hoist one up, and he'll connect.
3-point basket by Julian Dixon.
Julian Dixon, by the way, averaging a double-double, 18 points per game, 10.7 rebounds per game, as he's got 4 of them on the year. Roberts, step-back jumper, off. Offensive rebound by Higdon as he goes back up, and he's going to draw the foul.
Foul is on Julian Dixon.
Julian Dixon, the guilty party that time. His 1st foul. Also the 2nd team foul going against Walton-Verona.
You know, that's a battle we want to watch tonight, Justin. Higdon as well as Dixon, both of them very strong in the 6'5", 6'6" range, and they're going right at one another.
For the Bearcats,
Higdon knocks down the first free throw. As now we finally get a substitution for North Oldham. As Higdon one more opportunity at the free throw stripe here, fires it up, and that one's going to come off short.
Get Fisher in, giving a break right now, so North goes to the bench first.
They're playing really stout defense here in the early going of this one. As Neal once again gets to the bucket and is able to finish. I mentioned his sister Riley Neal, the all-time leading scorer in program history, men and women, scored over 2,300 points in her career. Looks like she might have taught him a couple things here in the offseason.
Very prolific scorer.
Now the three on the other end is going to clank off. Here comes Neal with a full head of steam all the way to the bucket, and he's got 8 points here in this first quarter. Now Dixon gets another good look at three and once again is able to bury it. Proven to be the guy you got to get out on. Julian Dixon, a couple threes here in this first quarter as Roberts tries to drive inside, gets it poked away. They're going to whistle for a foul. Landon Bach, the guilty party that time. As you mentioned, Coach, Jack Fisher in the game for North Oldham.
Yeah, Fisher gives them that luxury of rotating the guards, so he gets Scales back in, and that gives them good balance. You know, Coach mentioned he's probably got 6, 7 guys in his rotation looking for maybe one more. 8's that quality number.
Here's Roberts driving inside. Little too aggressive that time. Took too many steps as he's going to be whistled for the travel.
Well, of the two, Roberts took it and got the walk rather than the offensive foul, so the best of two.
Absolutely. So we're down to 20 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. 22-13, North Oldham leading. Walton-Verona with the ball in their hands now. 12 seconds. They're going to pass it around, wait for that final shot as it's poked out of bounds. Fortunately for the Bearcats, they will remain in possession here. Croman, the trigger man, gets it in for Bach. Down to 5. Bach goes in motion. He's going to kick it out. Good look at 3 here and able to knock it down. Connor Gregory, the senior, is able to splash it home as that will bring us to an end of our first quarter. 22-16, North Oldham leading. We'll be back with the second quarter on the other side of this break. Stick with us. You're watching 8th Region Boys Basketball on Glycod.
Range Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Here at North Oldham as we get you set for quarter number 2. Good start for North Oldham tonight, 22-16. They lead over Walton-Verona. A number of really good plays in that first half for North Oldham, but Coach, they were aggressive, tried to get to the hoop, and were able to knock down a couple threes as well.
Yeah, very much so. The telling difference right now for North, 9 rebounds. For Walton, only 3.
Wow. North Oldham able to keep that in their favor tonight. Should be a good result. As here is North Oldham starting with the ball in their possession. Now it's trying to get it to Roberts. Now it'll go to Neal. Neal trying to put the moves on his man. Gets all the way to the bucket and another finish. His 5th bucket tonight. All of them coming inside the paint. Like the aggressiveness that we're seeing out of Grand Neal tonight. It's a 24-16 game now. The three-pointer by Montgomery comes off. Rebounding it is Fisher. And he loses possession. It's going to be taken away by Croman. Croman gets it knocked away. Great comeback defense as Roberts forced the steal. Up for Higdon. He will finish down low. And North Oldham back on top by double digits, 26-16 now. They get yet another defensive rebound. Off to Fisher, crosses the timeline for Neal. Neal gets a screen. Now he's going to step back, fires it, and he can't get it to drop, but the offensive rebound and stick back up by Higdon. He's got 7 points now in the ball game.
Well, Higdon makes a living on the offensive boards.
And how about this, a steal on the other end as Neal, the easiest finish he's had all night and the only one he's missed, but he's able to get the rebound and stick it back up and in. All the tough shots he's hit thus far in the game, and he can't knock that one down, but fortunately his teammates are there to help him. As we're going to get a timeout with 6:24 left in the second quarter. We'll step aside for a break as well. You're watching 8th Region Boys Basketball on Glycod.
Outdated electronics harm the environment when disposed with regular trash. That's why Oldham County Solid Waste is sponsoring an electronics collection event on Saturday, April 15th, 2023 from 9 a.m. to noon at Oldham County High School student parking lot. It's the perfect time to properly dispose of tube and projection style televisions, computers, smartphones, or other gadgets that you may no longer need. No restrictions on devices, every bit helps. A message from Oldham County Solid Waste.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
An 8-0 run for North Oldham to begin this second quarter as it was a 22-16 ball game after one, now a 30-16 ball game as they have really turned up the intensity defensively. They're being aggressive on offense as well, and it's led to some good things here in the early going. Is now another turnover for the Bearcats.
Turnover number 6 for the Bearcats, and if you're going to try to stay in this game, you can't keep giving it away.
Just over 6 minutes left to play here in the first half. As Fisher crossing the timeline with it, he's going to lay it off for Neal. Neal gives it off to Scales, who gets it back to Fisher. Driving inside, lays it off for Luke Anderson. His shot blocked. Doesn't happen very often for Anderson. As now Scales will float it up. That's going to come up short. And Dixon clears the rebound, tries to get it up. And Will for Gudman, he gets to the bucket and will draw the foul.
Gudman, just a sophomore, earned every bit of that one. He got hit by 2 North players at the same time. He'll go to the line for 2.
See if he's able to knock them down here. As the first one is pretty pure. Good-looking shot there. He's able to knock it through. First points of the second quarter for Walton-Verona. Ryan Howard checking in the game for North Oldham as the second free throw is off the mark. Gudman will remain at 1 point here in this contest. Now Anderson with it on top of the key. Leaves it out for Fisher. Fisher gets the screen from Anderson, now kicks it down low. Trying to go up to the bucket with it, and no good. Battle for the rebound. They're going to say last touched by North Oldham as it'll go back to Walton-Verona here.
Checking in for the Mustangs, Dallas Roberts.
Dallas Roberts back in the ballgame now for North Oldham. Nice little breather for him. Doesn't always get that.
No, that's a great thing about having those 3 guards. They're interchangeable. Roberts not 100% with that ankle, so it give him some time to rest that ankle on the bench.
Here's Dixon trying to slice and dice inside. Good move, but unable to get it to drop. Now Fisher picks up the rebound, looking for an outlet, has one with Roberts. Roberts across the timeline. Gets the screen, now drives inside. Fisher with a good look at 3 and can't get it to go. So opportunities you got to take if you're North Oldham. Now on the other end, they allow a Bearcats wide open 3, but Carter Croman unable to knock it down either. Now Fisher sends it over. Roberts will fire a deep one. Can't get it to drop. Anderson, offensive rebound, and he is hacked down low. Team foul number 4 going against Walton-Verona here in this first half.
Rebound number 19 for the Mustangs. Unfortunately, the Bearcats with only 6 rebounds so far this first half.
We're going to say that foul was on the floor as Higdon makes his way back out there for North Oldham. Inbound comes into him. Now Roberts with it on the left wing. Down low for Anderson. Backs down his man. Cross-court pass. Good look at 3 here, and that's going to be knocked down by Ryan Howard. The 6'3 junior comes into this ballgame averaging 1.7 points per game. Gets the 3 to drop there. Makes it a 33-17 lead now for North Oldham. As Montgomery gets inside, was looking for Dixon on the backdoor cut. Can't find him. Slings it around the perimeter. Driving inside, Gutman. He fires it up and somehow gets it to drop. Good athletic finish there for his first field goal of the night.
The big sophomore takes the ball right at the basket. Excellent move inside.
Over halfway through this second quarter. So it's North Oldham 33, Walton-Verona 19. Roberts will try again on the 3, and we're going to get an offensive foul. I believe they're going to get Luke Anderson on the foul that time.
Yeah, little handsy inside on that rebound.
Checking in for the Mustangs, Miles Gay.
And he will head to the sideline.
Connor Gregory.
Miles Gay, number 20, in for the Mustangs.
Good run for Miles Gay here in this first half.
Yeah, he gives them another person that will play inside out. Got a nice body. We'll lay it in there on him, and same time Anderson buys some time on the bench.
North Oldham up 14 here. 3.5 to play in the first half. As that's Connor Gregory with the ball in his hands as he gives it up. Now Dixon has it on top of the key. Looking to drive to his left. He's actually just going to leave it off now. Zach Smith newly in the game for Walton-Verona. Here's Smith driving inside. Earns the bump. Can't get the shot to drop, but a couple free throws upcoming. Miles Gay credited with the foul that time. As here is Zach Smith averaging 12.4 points per game. That first free throw pure as the morning dew as he splashes it home.
Well, once again, Walton playing an open post. It's 3 out, 2 in, but those 2 in basically are out the baseline about 10 feet. So they'll just dribble, drive, penetrate. If you squeeze and help, they'll kick to the corners. If you don't help, it's one-on-one to the rack.
33-21 now, North Oldham leading. As going inside with it as Higdon can't get it to drop, but a tough take to the bucket as he earns a couple free throws.
Nice job by Dallas Roberts out front. Really did a good job setting Higdon's man up. He looked left, froze the defensive player, and was able to throw the lob, which got deflected out of bounds.
Now inbounding underneath their own basket. In for Miles Gay. Leaves it off now for Higdon. Once again, he tries to go inside, and he's going to be whistled for the travel. A little too antsy that time in his pursuit to the basket.
Higdon strong, got that powerful first step, but kind of got his footwork a little mixed up and end up shuffling the feet.
Still 33-21 ball game as we're under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Now kicking it out, great looking pass there, going to get all the way to the bucket, and a tough finish down low for Connor Gregory. His second field goal tonight as he's up to 5 points. Now Roberts drives inside, free throw line, jumper, got it.
Dallas Roberts.
That's a tough finish for Roberts, who's got 5 points on the night now. Driving inside with it for Walton-Verona. Zach Smith can't get it to go.
Coach Hester begging for a foul. A lot of collision, no call.
Roberts, somebody fell asleep, leaves him wide open, and he is able to knock it down. His 8th point of the night now. And you do not leave Dallas Roberts that wide open. As the old North Oldham lead extends up to 15. Defensive rebound here on the other end for Howard. Now up Fisher. He'll fire a step-in 3 and gets it to go. North Oldham on fire tonight, and that's going to draw another timeout taken with 1:43 left here in this first half. North Oldham 41, Walton-Verona 23. We'll step aside for a break as well. Stick with us. You're watching 8th Region Boys Basketball right here on Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
And back here at North Oldham, an excellent start for the Mustangs here in this one tonight. 41-23, they lead over the visiting Walton-Verona Bearcats. Justin Kalen back here with Gary Forrest. 8th Region Boys Basketball presented by Roy's Body Shop. As we near the halftime mark, just over 90 seconds to play here in this first half. Driving inside with it, good tough take there by Carter Croman. Still yet to score in this ballgame. Came in averaging close to 19 points per game. Has knocked down 25 threes for this Bearcats team, but North Oldham has done a really nice job defensively against him thus far.
Justin, you just hit the nail on the head. North's defense has been the prevalent factor. They're going to score, but if you'll look back, North's getting wide open shots, and for Walton, every shot they put up is being contested.
Yeah. Life has not been easy for the Bearcats thus far in this one. Absolutely credit the North Oldham defense for that. As we're going to get a foul called. That's going to go against number 5, Landon Bach.
Foul is on Landon Bach, his second.
He too is scoreless here in this first half after drawing the start tonight. His second foul. Here's Higdon with the basketball for North Oldham. Slides it to his right for Fisher. He tries to get it inside. Now he's going to leave it out for Roberts. Dallas looking for some room. Fires the three. That was a good look for him. Can't get it to go, but Higdon with the offensive rebound and draws the foul. Couple free throws upcoming here.
Well, that's what Higdon is known for. Somebody misses, he takes it personal, and usually 8 out of 10 times he's going to get a hand on that missed shot. Rebound, and there's a great example.
That was a really great rebound there by Higdon as he jumped from the North Oldham logo just in front of that free throw line. As he gets the first free throw to drop as well.
Well, he's a two-handed rebounder. He plays physical. I mean, that was a man's rebound.
One more opportunity here to try to make it 2 for 2 from the stripe, and he can't make that happen. Higdon with 8 points here in this first half, under a minute to play. Driving inside with it, Gutman, he fires it up and gets it the drop. His second bucket of the night, he's now at 5 points. Here's Roberts. Crosses over his man, but ends up passing it to his right for Neal. Down to 35 seconds in the first half. Higdon going to try to back down his man. Now cross-court pass for Gay. Gay gets it poked away. And we're going to get another foul. That is number 8 on Walton-Verona, so a 1-and-1 opportunity here for the senior Miles Gay. Gay is 6'5", by the way. Good size down there for North Oldham, much like you touched on earlier.
Well, their bench really came in and helped them this second quarter spot people. Thus, they've been able to keep people fresh, and it's really showing right now. You look out there, and this Walton bunch, a lot of hands down on their legs. Right now, just the physicality of North really showing the dividends.
Gay's able to knock down both of them from the free throw line for his first 2 points of the night.
1-2-2 press. They've shown it here a couple of times. Each time they've either got a deflection as then or steal. Right now, Walton can't wait to get in the dressing room. They're tired.
44-27, they trail. We'll see if they hold for the final possession here of the first half, as we've only got 20 seconds left to play. That's if they can get it across the timeline. Now they do.
Thought they might have got away with a walk then.
And a three-point attempt is going to be swatted away. That was Grant Neal on the swat that time. Thought Roberts saved it in bounds. They're going to say he stepped on the inline, so Walton-Verona keeps it. 13 seconds to play in the half. Here's Dixon with it. And he's going to bounce it right off the head of Jack Fisher, who's going into the corner to guard his man. You don't always see that. It's now inbounded with 5 seconds. Driving to the bucket is Zach Smith. He can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to come up empty, as that will get us to our halftime break here tonight. North Oldham, a phenomenal start here in this ball game, 44-27. They lead at our halftime break. We will step aside for a break, come back on the other side, and we will get you some halftime statistics as well as look forward to the second half of play. Stick with us. You're watching 8th Region boys basketball right here on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
If your car's been damaged, regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people. Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by LaGrange Service Center, a family-owned car repair shop that also offers 24/7 towing and roadside assistance. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, celebrating their 58th year in business.
And back here at North Oldham High School, as we are right in the middle of our halftime break here tonight. A phenomenal start for North Oldham in this contest, 44-27. They lead at our halftime break, that following a 22-16 first quarter. So, Coach, if nothing else, pretty consistent for North Oldham tonight, putting up 22 points at each of the first two quarters.
Very much so. And, you know, one of the things we talked about before the game is that both teams were offensively gifted, but defensively and inside play is really what set the difference for the Mustangs. You know, they did a great job on the boards, 23 rebounds to 7. You know, so you're out rebounding your opponent more than 3-1, and those are always good numbers. Both teams with 6 turnovers, But once again, even in shots attempted, you see the difference because of all those rebounds. And at the same time, with Walton shooting and really relying on a lot of threes, they were 9 of 26. And North Oldham, 17 of 28. That's pretty doggone good shooting.
Absolutely. As you jump the gun a little bit on me there, as tonight's first half stats brought to you by Financial Solutions in LaGrange. Clarity for your financial future. That was the team stats. Now let's take a look at the individual scoring numbers for Walton-Verona. They had 6 guys up on the scorers column, led by Max Montgomery with his 7 points. You had Julian Dixon with 6 points, a couple three-pointers for him in that first half. Connor Gregory and Aaron Gutman each with 5 points, and then Zach Smith and Carter Croman each chipped in 2 points for North Oldham. Much better on their side of things. They were paced by Grant Neal, 12 points in that first half, as he had 6 two-point field goals. Ian Higdon with 8 points. Dallas Roberts also with 8 points. Jack Scales and Luke Anderson with 4 points. Ryan Howard and Jack Fisher both knocked down a 3 in that first half, and Miles Gay hit a couple free throws as well. So all in all, Coach, a really good first half for North Oldham. Efficient first half for North Oldham. As you said, pretty good shooting. They seemingly did everything right in that first half.
Very much so. And the thing about this North Oldham bunch is we turn this thing around the second half. You know, you may have 3 other players that are the leading scorers this second half. They have very good balance. They get the ball to the open man so far. And, you know, right now the glaring deficit for Walton-Verona is their leading scorer, averaging about 20 points a game, held to 2 points.
Yeah, that is a really big story. Julian Dixon also averaging 18 points per game for them. He put up 6 in that first half. So a really nice job defensively by North Oldham, in addition to the offensive explosion as well. North Oldham coming back onto the floor following the timeout. Or the halftime, I should say. Let's step aside for our final halftime break here. We will come back on the other side, and we will get you set for second half action here from North Oldham High School. Stick with us. You're watching 8th Region Boys Basketball, presented by Roy's Body Shop, right here on Glycod.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900, or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
If your car's been damaged, regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
And back here at North Oldham High School as we have got just under 30 seconds left here in the halftime break. Some festive music going on here at North Oldham, getting everybody in the holiday spirit. You've got your student section down below us to the left, all rocking their Santa hats. You've got a couple kids down on the floor with Santa hats as well. As 'tis the season, everybody is getting into the spirit as we get into the spirit of second half basketball here on Glycod. 8th Region Boys Basketball presented by Roy's Body Shop. See if North Oldham can keep their foot on the gas pedal here in the second half of play. Looked really good in that first half. As it will be Walton-Verona ball to start the half as Julian Dixon going to start the half with a turnover.
Not a good start if you're a Bearcat fan. Spread the ball out front, and Dixon tried to make a slash and move and dribbled it off his foot.
Hats off to them, though, in that first half. Their first few turnovers came very early in the ball game. They settled down nicely as the half went on. As you mentioned, only ended the half with 6. As Gutman going to take the steal. He gets it knocked away. Goes all the way to the bucket. Can't finish, but Dixon on the follow-up knocks it up and in. His first 2-point field goal tonight. Had a couple threes in that first half. As here's Roberts. Trying to spin around his man. Going to leave it off for Scales. Dribbles inside. Neal with a great look at 3, but barely grazes the rim as Higdon tries to track down the rebound. Nearly falls over his own team's bench. 44-29. Getting it across the timeline here is Landon Bach. Averaging 4 points per game this season, was held scoreless in that first half. So he leaves it out now for Dixon. Dixon wanted to shoot that on top of the key, I think, but instead he's just going to pass it to Bach. Now he's trying to put his moves on. Leaves it out. Gutman drives inside, and a tough finish over Anderson as he's now up to 7 points on the night.
Thought the Bearcats were more patient that possession than they were the entire game.
Absolutely, as Roberts going to fire another 3. It's amazing, Coach, how often Roberts finds himself wide open from the perimeter.
Well, when you're the team's leading scorer, you got to ask your team, how is that happening?
Yeah. As now Roberts going to pass it up. Scales with a good look at 3. Unable to knock it home, but fortunately for North Oldham, it was last touched by the Bearcats out of bounds.
Well, the kicker is when North does miss, they usually get the rebound.
They've been successful doing that so far tonight, absolutely. As Roberts a behind the back pass to Scales, and Scales can't make it happen. 2 good looks in a row from the outside the perimeter, but unable to knock either of them down. As Dixon, he'll fire, and he will connect.
3-point basket by Julian Dixon.
Well, right now, the 2 big men for the Bearcats kind of leading the way here this second half. Dixon and Gutman both.
Dixon now with 3 threes in the contest. He's the first Bearcat in double figures at 11. Higdon, free throw line jumper, barely connects on the front iron. Dixon clears the rebound. Quick pass up for Montgomery. Montgomery unable to track it down. Back to North Oldham it'll go. But kudos to Walton-Verona here to begin the half.
You know, right now, anything that Higdon has outside of 15 feet, they're just backing off and daring him. And what that does, that works with your psyche a little bit. He hesitant, finally shot it, and, you're all out of kittywampus, if you will.
As Roberts step back free throw line jumper Gets it to drop, and he is in double figures. Now with 10 points on the night.
You don't want to give him that shot. He'll make that all day.
Now Gutman, he has a good look at three. Unable to splash it home. Higdon with another big rebound. Gets it to Roberts, who slings it to his right for Scales, and we're going to get another travel.
A little bit sloppy for North coming out, and you have that as a coach, you have to really be aware of that. You've got a nice lead at halftime. You played really hard, and now they're off just a little bit. Get them to run their offense and purposely go through it until they get that shot they want. That'll get them back going again.
They are still up 12, however, as we're under 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. And they're going to force a turnover as Anderson uses his athleticism to force the steal and takes it the whole duration of the floor.
Once again, that all created by defense, and now another turnover. So, one thing that's been consistent for North tonight, they've been solid defensively.
Yeah, it's led to some really good opportunities on the offensive side of the ball. We'll see if they're able to keep that going here as they lead by 14, 48-34. Roberts across the timeline. Now Neal gets it over to Anderson. He tries to get it inside to Higdon. Dangerous pass, but Higdon able to stick with it and run it down. Now he drives baseline, and he will be fouled. Good job there by Higdon. We're going to say that was in the act of shooting. Couple free throws coming. Foul went on Zach Smith. It was his first foul of the night. As Higdon's able to splash home the first free throw. One more opportunity. And gets them both. Higdon's now in double figures, joins Roberts. 10 points as Dixon's three. Unable to drop. Scales comes home with the rebound. He tries to get it up for Higdon. Higdon's a tall guy, but he is not that tall as Scales fires it out of bounds. 4:14 to play here in this third quarter. 50-34, North Oldham leading. They've pretty much been in control of this contest from the word go here tonight. As we're going to get a Walton-Verona player hit the deck. They're going to get Grant Neal with a foul on the far side of the floor.
Yeah, I just happened to be watching those two, kind of going back and forth, and Neal just took two hands and just went through him on that screen.
Dixon will be the trigger man now for the Bearcats. Gets it in. Landon Bach has it. Dallas Roberts guarding him. He's now going to give it up for Dixon. Dixon looking to lay it off. Will for Gutman. He tries to get inside. Now lays it off. Bach going to rise, and once again unable to knock that one home. But the offensive rebound, a rare offensive rebound for Walton-Verona tonight, but they do nothing with it as they lose it out of bounds.
Coach Hester really upset on that one, and that happened right in front of us. I didn't even think it was a close call, but North's going to get the ball out of bounds.
Roberts will inbound it for Neal. Gets it right back to Roberts. Crossing the timeline, lays it off for Neal. Neal gets it to Roberts now on the left wing. On top for Anderson. Anderson down low for Higdon, trying to back down Dixon, and a good move there. Higdon just uses his size to go right at Julian Dixon that time.
Well, nice high-low between Higdon and Luke, and Luke just showed his patience, gave the ball to Higdon. He set him up on his right shoulder. He was able to use the little left-hand dink hook.
Gutman unable to finish down low as Anderson clears another rebound. Quick outlet for Roberts. Roberts on top of the key as we're down to 3 minutes to play. Will splash another one home. Give him 13 points on the night now, his third three.
Roberts just kind of rocked him back and forth and stood his man up defensively and was able to step back and knock it down.
That's pretty good there from Dallas Roberts. Really have enjoyed watching him over the years. Hard to believe that he's already a senior. This is his final season for North Oldham. I know there's a lot of schools around here, though, that are going to be glad to see him go.
Well, he's played since he was an 8th grader on the varsity level, and there's a lot of schools will say enough is enough.
Now Walton-Verona inbounds it. Under 3 minutes to play in the quarter. Montgomery thought about a three, but good closeout there by Scales.
Scales, great job using his body.
And driving inside, can't get it to go, was Zach Smith, but he is fouled by Roberts. Couple free throws upcoming as North Oldham has ballooned their lead up to 21 points now. Smith was able to knock down a couple in that first half. As he gets the first one here, make him 3 for 3 from the stripe tonight. One more opportunity for Smith, and that one's going to be good as well. 4 for 4 from the stripe tonight for Zach Smith. Jack Fisher back in the game for North Oldham. As he slides it to the other Jack. Jack Scales drives baseline, kicks it out for Roberts, who knocks down another three-pointer.
Very unselfish on Scales' behalf, that long pass to Roberts.
Montgomery's going to come right back on the other end and answer it.
Montgomery says, I'll see your three and raise your three.
Makes it a 58-39 lead now, 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Down low, Higdon. Cross-court pass, Scales, good look at three, and finally knocks one down.
Great job hitting the post and turning and throwing to the opposite corner to the wide-open Scales for three.
Scales has had a few really good looks here in this ball game, unable to knock any of them down until that point. He's up to 7 points now, but that was his first three. As Montgomery trying to get aggressive and drive down low with 1:41 left here in quarter number 3.
I'll tell you what, Justin, that we've seen tonight that you don't see a lot at the high school level, whereas there's a post-entry pass and the postman turns and fans it out to the opposite side for the open threes. Most time when it goes inside, they shoot it.
Jack Scales going to get another bucket here, coming off the steal by Miles Gay. He's had a pretty consistent night, and it's up to a 24-point lead now, 63-39. Smith in the corner, going to try to drive on Fisher. Trying to step through, short arms it. Fisher with the rebound, and he nearly has it poked away, but they're going to call him for a foul.
Well, once again, we're starting to see the bench, the amount of substitutions that North's been able to, they've kept fresh players on the floor, and they're really wearing down. You can see it in the body language for Walton-Verona.
And you got to think about how Walton-Verona scored 102 times this season.
Yep.
They need a nice little holiday break, which is coming up for them.
Well, when you put bodies on people, all of a sudden, sometimes it makes cowards of us all.
Now Fisher on top of the key, going to drive to his left, kicks it out. Higdon, a deep two, can't get it to drop, battling for the rebound inside. Gay thought he came away with it, and then Scales thought he had the steal. Scales going to be whistled for a foul. His third foul of the ball game. 15 foul going against North Oldham thus far in the second half. Set to pass it in is Landon Bach. Does eventually get it in for Croman.
Boy, Croman has been non-existent tonight.
That is wild. Has 2 points to his credit thus far.
His fourth, and team 6.
You have to wonder if that was maybe the game plan for North Oldham. Come in, shut down Croman. Yeah, other than Julian Dixon, nobody really averages a whole lot of points on this Walton-Verona team. So Roberts nearly comes away with the steal. As does Fisher.
Well, you're seeing a lot of deflections with the hands, Caduce to North's defense.
Yeah, active in the passing lane as a cheap foul. Going to be picked up here by Connor Gregory.
Well, that's just frustration there. You're 80 feet from the other team's basket. Just a frustration foul here late in the third quarter.
That's his third foul of the night. As we're under 30 seconds to play here in quarter number 3. North Oldham likely going to hold for the final shot as it's in the hands of Dallas Roberts now.
Roberts will be the facilitator.
Down to 15.
Watch the high screen.
And we're actually going to get a foul here. Landon Bach gets called for it.
Fouls on Landon.
Still got 2 to go before they get to the bonus.
Fouls adding up here for both teams in this third quarter. As Fisher will inbound it for Roberts, down to 7 seconds. As he'll initiate the offense, trying to work to his left, step back, can't get the shot to go, but Miles Gay on the rebound and stick back. What an opportunity there by the senior to add some points to the tally before we get to the end of the quarter. 65-39, all North Oldham here in this one tonight. We'll step aside for a break. We'll come back with the fourth quarter of action. Stick with us. You're watching 8th Region Boys Basketball on Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Three quarters done, 1 to play here at North Oldham High School. Justin Kalin alongside Gary Forrest, as it has been the North Oldham Mustangs show here tonight. 65-39, they lead after 3 quarters, and they will start with the ball in their possession to begin the fourth quarter. However, Jack Fisher unable to knock down the layup.
North with basically 5 guards on the floor right now.
Gutman trying to get inside. Can't get it to drop. Gay comes up with a rebound. Much like he did to end quarter number 3, the offensive rebound and stick back as Roberts' 3 no good. Jack Fisher inside battling for the rebound. They're going to say he's fouled. Been really impressed with the rebounding of North Oldham here tonight. They are attacking the basket no matter what end of the floor, trying to snag the loose ball.
Well, I think their aggressiveness in which they've played defense tonight is carried over even on the offensive boards.
Here's Roberts with the ball in his hands. Cross-court pass for Fisher. Passes up the 3, now drives inside, and a good athletic finish as he gets it to drop. His 5th point of the night. Now Dixon, his team trailing by 28. 3-pointer no good. Roberts clears the defensive rebound. Crosses over his man, but fortunately it lands right in the hands of Miles Gay as it came loose. Gay gets it back to Roberts, and he's just going to back it out and reset the offense. Now in the corner, 3-point attempt. Comes off, Fisher with another rebound, goes back up and gets another one to drop.
Fisher!
Got a number of teammates in double figures. He's trying to get there by the end of the game as well, as the 3 by Carter Croman on the other end finally knocks one down as he leads the team on 3s this season. And Jack Fisher, no, I stand corrected, Ryan Howard on the other end gets the basket to go. And the intensity has ramped up here as Landon Bach gonna score, gets his first bucket of the night. Just over 6 minutes to play here in this one. Roberts into the corner. Howard gets it right back, goes to the bucket, can't get it to drop, but a couple free throws upcoming.
Fouls on Connor Gregory, that is his 5th.
Ryan Howard tonight, by the way, 5 points to his credit, a chance to add 2 more here. Came in averaging less than 2 points per contest.
Well, it's a great opportunity to get some of your guys that don't normally get a lot of playing time. You've been able to intermesh those with starters, and, it showed itself.
Aaron Judd, speaking of a guy who doesn't get a whole lot of playing time, the 6-foot senior checks into the ball game, averaging about 3 points per game. They're in the white uniform, wearing the 25. The second free throw is up, and that's going to be good by Howard after missing the first one, so give him 6 points on the night. Now Montgomery. It's been relatively quiet since the early stage of this game, and then he gets inside and scores a bucket. He's up to 12 points on the night, right at his season average as we're under 6 minutes to play in this contest. Roberts deep three, once again can't connect, and that's going to be a foul down low as Howard had a hold of his man's arm. That's an easy call for the officials.
Mustang fouls on Ryan Howard.
That was number 7 on North Oldham, so 1-1. Free throws the rest of the way for Walton-Verona.
At the line for the Bearcats, Landon Bach.
As Landon Bach going to be the guy that gets to step to the stripe. Knocks down the first one, so he earns a second opportunity here. Dribbles it a few times, fires it up. Second one good as well. 4 points on the night now for Bach after not scoring in that first half. 72-48. North Oldham leading in complete control of this ball game, and Grant Neal going to extend that lead as he gets his first bucket here the second half. Now 14 points of the game for him. And good spin move down low. 4-point play opportunity here for Zach Smith. Impressive quick spin there. Got around his defender, got all the way to the bucket.
Well, maybe we talked about that defensive intensity a little too soon. This last 5 times down, Norris kind of waved the flag as a defensive effort has led to easy layups.
We'll see if they pick that back up as the free throw no good by Smith. So he'll remain at 6 points here in this contest. Just over 5 minutes to play. Scales, deep three, unable to get it to drop. Back come the Bearcats the other direction. Quickly inside, now leave it out for Montgomery. He's going to try to drive on Scales, leaves it out. Bach gets a tough shot to go. And a really quiet first half for him, but 6 points here in the second half as he's starting to find his groove. Now over the top, Anderson gets it stripped away. I'm going to say he was fouled. 7th team foul going against Walton-Verona, so a 1-and-1 opportunity upcoming here for Anderson.
Smith, his second, and the team's 7th.
It's the second foul on Zach Smith.
Anderson strong post up, but he turned right into the defensive player and as a result hacked across the wrist.
Knocks down the first free throw here.
The Mustangs, number 22, Jack Fisher.
Jack Fisher back in the ball game now for North Oldham.
I would be surprised if you see Dallas Roberts back in with that little bit of an ankle problem that he has. Up 20, I think coach is pretty wise about getting him out, get him off of it. They start a tournament this weekend. Last thing you want to do up 20 is maybe have him tweak that thing again.
Yeah, pretty good game for Roberts tonight as he, if he is indeed done, will end with 16 points as Luke Anderson on the slam dunk. First one we've seen here tonight. Now on the other end, Dixon misses. Fisher battling for the rebound, and that, could have been bad. Looked like his leg got trapped under Dixon that time.
Foul is on Julian Dixon, his second, and the team 8th.
As Anderson now with 9 points on the night following that dunk.
Checking in for the Mustangs were 20, Miles Gay.
Miles Gay makes his way back in. Anderson will come to the sideline. 4.5 minutes left to play. As Fisher steps to the free throw line. 1-and-1 opportunity here as the first one is up and in. Good looking stroke there by Fisher. He's got 8 points tonight now. Dribbles it a few times, fires it up, can't get that one to drop, but does get his own rebound. Now going to try to put moves on his man, gets to the bucket, gets it up and in. As he too is in double figures with 10. Montgomery with a good aggressive take to the bucket will draw a foul with 4:17 to play. 80-52, North Oldham leading. Complete domination from the opening tip-off here tonight for the Mustangs. It's the first free throw, no good by Montgomery.
Walton-Verona, number 33, Aaron Gutman.
He will have one more opportunity. As Gutman makes his way back out on the floor now for the Bearcats. The second free throw by Montgomery is going to be splashed home. Four minutes to play here in this one. As driving baseline, now trying to get it out for Neal. Gets it swatted away. Now inbounding it for Gay. On top the key, he's got it. Slides it to his right, Fisher. Fisher going to give it to Scales, who gets it back to Gay. Gay thought about the shot. Now he's going to try to drive inside. Gets it poked away, and Gutman going to come up with the turnover. Now Montgomery going in against Gay. A huge size discrepancy there, and it was not wise as Judd going to leave it off for Neal, who gets it up and in.
Assist to Judd.
Neal now ties Roberts for the team high in points, 16. And getting into the bucket. Good finish there by Bach. As he has doubled his season point total on the year. Came in averaging 4. He's up to 8. Down low for Gay. Gay's going to be fouled on the floor. 9th team foul going against Walton-Verona, so another 1-and-1 upcoming here.
Fouls on Zach Smith. His third and the team 9th. Checking in for the Mustangs.
Third foul going against Zach Smith. Brooks Cargold into the game now for North Oldham. His first run of the night. Cargold, a sophomore for this North Oldham team, averaging just under 3 points per game. Now the free throw up and no good as Gay gonna end up with just 1 of 2, 83-55. Dixon, good stop there, gets the bucket to go, put the brakes on that time. Looked like he was going into a danger zone, but was able to squeak them brakes and get it up and in. Now Fisher leaves it off for Neal, under 3 to play. Here's Cargold. Back to Fisher, drives inside, kicks it out. Judd's 3, got it!
Judd!
Might as well let everybody on the scoring sheet tonight for North Oldham, as their lead is up to 29 points, 86-57. 2.5 to play. Driving inside, now kicks it out. Montgomery, his 3, got another one.
Basket by Max Montgomery.
His third of the night. Makes it 86-60. Neal passes the corner. Judd, another 3. This time can't get it to go, but did follow his own rebound. Nearly was able to get the offensive rebound. Gutman, he goes inside. Good job laying it up and in.
Well, one thing about the Bearcats, they've continued to play hard.
Cargold gonna fire a 3 as Gutman clears the rebound. Absolutely, Coach. They are not giving up here this contest despite the scoreboard. As the 3 here is gonna be splashed home by Zach Smith.
Well, if there's any fault, you know, you've got a big lead and it's tough to keep your foot on the accelerator, particularly when you're playing a lot of different people. But, you know, I think North's kids have played hard. About 4 minutes to go with the starters out. They've kind of taken them. Coach making 3 subs here, get some youngsters in. Not even, doesn't he just called a timeout to get them in. Got one, didn't even check in yet. Got to walk him over there. It's gone new to him.
Looks like Dennis Clark, one of the guys coming in for North Oldham, as was Ryan Sanders. You got number 11, Nicholas Habimaha, coming into the game as well. Practice that one pregame just in case.
There you go. You practice that. He's going to need to practice checking himself in a little bit.
Brooks Cargold stays out there as well with this unit as we're under 90 seconds to play here in this ball game. North Oldham will win to move up to 5-3 on the season.
Cargold.
But not before Cargold gets a 3 to drop.
Clark.
That'll make it 91-65. What a display tonight here for David Levich's North Oldham Mustangs. We've got 64 seconds left to play. A couple free throws upcoming here for Tanner Spiller. Only the 3rd game this season that he's appeared in.
Well, it looks like Walton-Verona may be involved in another 100-point game, but unfortunately this time tables are turned.
Man, with 91 up on the board, Coach, 64 seconds to go. If North Oldham hits a 100 here, that'd be really impressive.
Well,
I mean, I've been impressed throughout this entire game with them. But
they've just scored 6 points in about 15 seconds.
As only 1 of 2 from the free throw line for Spiller. After the ball caroms out of bounds, it will stay with Walton-Verona, 91-66. 1 minute to play here in this ball game. That's Cottrell with it. Leaves it off now for Shearer. Shearer gives it to Spiller. Spiller drives inside. Wild shot. Rebounded inside by Javi Maha. And then he loses it as the layup is going to go up and in by Cottrell. Down to 35 seconds. See if North Oldham just holds it for this entire possession. And escape here with a really, really nice win over a pretty good Walton-Verona team. Down to 20 seconds. Now Ryan Kelly, he came into the game late as well for North Oldham. He's got the ball in his hands. Slides it to his left as we're down under 10 seconds. Now 5. And North Oldham going to win this ball game 91-68, your final score, as they will move up to 5-3 on the season. Walton-Verona will fall to 6-2. We'll step aside for a break here. We will come back on the other side, and we will touch all over this game and get you all caught up on how we got to our final score, what went right, what went wrong for both of these teams. Stick with us. You're listening, or you're watching boys basketball 8th Region right here on Glycon.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a special $99 HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We are fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
Broken, outdated electronics harm the environment when disposed with regular trash. That's why Oldham County Solid Waste is sponsoring an electronics collection event on Saturday, April 15th, 2023 from 9 a.m. to noon at Oldham County High School's student parking lot. It's the perfect time to properly dispose of tube and projection-style televisions, computers, smartphones, or other gadgets that you may no longer need. No restrictions on devices. Every bit helps. A message from Oldham County Solid Waste.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900, or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt. Tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wood one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Watts Home Center. Whether it's building, restoring, or improving your home, visit the experts at Watts, 2350 Commerce Parkway in LaGrange. Watts Home Center, design that feels like home.
(91-68) North Oldham with a big win tonight over the Walton-Verona Bearcats. Justin Kalen back here at North Oldham High School alongside Gary Forrest, as you just saw 8th Region boys basketball action presented by Roy's Body Shop. And what a performance tonight by North Oldham as they come away with a huge win. We made so much in our pregame about how much Walton-Verona's been scoring in their contest. Just 68 points here tonight as North Oldham did a really nice job here in this ball game.
Very much so, Justin. You know, here it is. North scores 91 points, but the thing I want to talk about was their defense. You know, the first half through the third quarter, the game was probably decided by then, but, you know, continued to contest open jump shots. There weren't a lot of them that this bunch from Walton-Verona looked. Every time they shot, there was a hand in their face, and that's a credit to North's kids. Did a great job, and as a result, you know, they didn't shoot the ball as well as we had been led to believe, and you have to think North had something to do with that. 20 of 48 on the whole for Walton-Verona. On the other hand, 35 of 66, really good shooting for North Oldham, and a lot of those shots were a result of defense making a steal, getting the easy layup at the other end.
Yeah, they had their fair share of easy buckets tonight, no doubt about it, as they win 91-68. Coach, let's take a full look at our team statistics from tonight's contest.
Well, other things you look at, and the thing that really stood out, only 14 total rebounds for Walton-Verona, so the size factor we talked about with North really showed itself. 35 rebounds, so 35 to 14 on the boards. Both teams early in this season, 12 turnovers each. You know, as a coach, you can live with that, but, you know, the rebounds really set the difference. And I thought that aggressiveness showed itself defensively and on the boards, and that in the end was the big turning factor.
Yeah, absolutely, as we'll now take a look at the individual scoring numbers for both teams. The Walton-Verona Bearcats were led by Max Montgomery, who used 9 second-half points to chip in 16 here tonight. He was the only one, I stand correct, Julian Dixon with 13 points here tonight. Those two were the only two in double figures for the Bearcats. Aaron Gutman as well as Zach Smith each chipped in 9 points. Landon Bach ended the night with 8 points. Jacob Cottrell with 1. Carter Croman did end up with 5, as did Connor Gregory. 1 point for Tanner Spiller rounds out the scoring for the Bearcats to give us a total of 68 for North Oldham. Much better on their side of things. 4 guys in double figure scoring tonight. They were led by Dallas Roberts and Grant Neal with 16. Ian Higdon with 12 points. Jack Fisher with 10 points. You had Luke Anderson with 9 points. 6 points tonight for Ryan Howard off the bench. Nice game for him. Miles Gay chipped in 5 as well. And then Brooks Cargold and Aaron Judd both came in this game late and knocked down a pair of threes. Also, Jack Scales with 9 points tonight for North Oldham. So there's a look at your individual and team statistics. We'll go ahead and step aside for one final break here tonight. We will come back on the other side and give you tonight's most outstanding players. Stick with us. You're watching 8th Region boys basketball right here on Glycod.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, an inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net. For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
And back here at North Oldham High School, one final time here tonight as we've got a little bit to clean up and give you your most outstanding player. Tonight's most outstanding players are presented by Crestwood State Farm agent Leslie Gilly. For a quote on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Leslie at 502-384-6184. Coach, let's start for the visiting Walton-Verona Bearcats. A number of decent performances for them tonight, but for their most outstanding player, we've opted to go with Max Montgomery. A fast start for him in that first half. Really played well, and then was able to chip in 9 points in the second half.
Played hard all the way through, and, I think it's a credit to Walton-Verona. Their kids got down, teetered around the 30 mark there at the beginning of the fourth quarter, yet didn't quit, kept playing hard, chiseled it down some, and a lot of times you don't always see that. So congrats to them for continuing to play hard from the start to finish.
Absolutely. And for North Oldham, a little bit of a tougher decision. You had 4 guys in double figures for them tonight, including Dallas Roberts and Grant Neal with 16 points apiece. But we've opted to go with
Ian Higdon, because once again, another one of those double-figure scores, but he also double figures in rebounds, so a double-double guy, which kind of personified the game that was played tonight for North. Both sides playing hard, but North a little bit harder on defense as well.
Absolutely. So there are your most outstanding players for the contest. Upcoming here on Glycod as well, or just a reminder that the subjects are scheduled to change. But South Oldham will take on Simon Kenton. Chris Labar and Gary Forrest will be on the call for that one on Friday. Jeffersonville also at Silver Creek on Friday night at 7:30. Todd Carter, Jeff Cooper will be on the call for that one. And then Saturday, 1:30, South Oldham will take on Shelby County. Chris Labar, Lyle Segrist on the call for that one, as that's a look at the upcoming schedule here on Glycod. Before we get out of here, I certainly want to thank Jackson Miller, our producer here tonight, as well as Rosie working on the camera, Steve Bird, the executive producer, making sure we got all the information we need to be able to bring you all a great broadcast. Coach, before we get out of here, any final thoughts?
No, good game, early season. We got to look at teams we don't see a lot of times with this Walton-Verona bunch. On a given night, I can see where they continue to shoot the ball well. If there is suspect about their team, maybe it's depth as well and lack of inside play. But enjoyed watching them, and one of the former players that I remembered from years ago.
There you go. That's head coach Mike Hester in his 4th season with Walton-Verona. Going to be a good season for North Oldham. Excited to see where this season ends up for them. But for now, that's pretty much going to wrap it up here from North Oldham High School. Alongside Gary Forrest, this is Justin Kalen saying so long and good night. You've been watching 8th Region Boys Basketball, presented by Roy's Body Shop on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball. Roy's Body Shop in LaGrange, collision repair for the people. Tonight's game was also brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service in Crestwood, making your life easier with quality products and quality service. Watts Home Center, design that feels like home. Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable. LaGrange Service Center, quality car care since 1964. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly, and by Mortensen Family Dental.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcast, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation